Hello, my dear learners. How are you? I hope you are well with the grace of Almighty. Dear learners, after a long time, I have come here today before you to start my new class on English first paper for the student of class 9. Dear learners, in the meantime, we have taken or we are taking assignment from you. On the basis of assignment, today I will take a class in English first paper on English first paper for the student of class 9. So today my class is English paper and my topic is the greed of the mighty rivers. Actually, it is unit 5 and lesson 1. In this lesson or in this passage, we have find a homeless lady named Meherjan. How can he lives in very distressed? So now we are going to listen the story of Meherjan. Dear learners, you are the students of class 9 and 9. So it is actually not right to read out the faces toward you, as we are in online class and you are not before my class or in the class. So I have to read out the faces for you to understand. Dear learners, listen to my reading attentively, and I will read the faces now. Meherjan lies in a slum on the Shirazganj town production embankment. Her polythene-roofed shelter looks like a case. She is nearly 45, but she looks more than her age. In front of her shelter, she is trying to make a fire to cook the day's only meal. Her weak hands tremble as she adds some fallen leaves and straw to the fire. The whispering wind from the river Jamuna makes the fire unsteady. The dancing flames remind Meherjan of the turmoil in her life. Not long ago, Meherjan had everything: a family, cultivable land and cattle. The erosion of the Jamuna gradually consumed all her landed property. It finally claimed her only shelter during the last monsoon. It took the river only a day to devour mother's house, trees, vegetable garden and the bamboo bush. She had a happy family once. Over the years, she lost her husband and her family to diseases that quelled hunger and poverty brought to the family. Now she is the only one left to live on with the loss and the pain. The greedy Jamuna has shattered her dreams and happiness. There are 1,000 others waiting to share the same fate like Meherjan. Bangladesh is a land of rivers, some of whose banks overflow or erode during monsoon. Erosion is a harsh reality for the people living along the river banks. During each monsoon, many more villages are threatened by the mighty rivers like the Jamuna, the Fadda and the Meghna. It is estimated that river erosion makes at least 1 lakh people homeless every year in Bangladesh. In fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by climate change. If we can take prompt action to adapt to climate change, there will be thousands of more Meherjans in our towns and villages every year. Dear learners, in the meantime, you have listened my readout or my reading the faces. So now you have to take some home task or task. That is, at first we have to go to section B. Dear learners, you have to I have to remind you that at the page number 56 you can find it, the lesson, the grid of the mighty rivers. Now, and in the meantime I have read the passage. Now I am going to your task. Number section B, here you can find some alternatives or choose the best answer. Choose the best answer. Here section B. Section B, number 1. In paragraph 3, in paragraph 3, mighty rivers mean, here are actually 4 answers. You have to choose the best answer. Mighty river means rivers that have huge volumes of water and very strong currents. Number B, rivers having many rowing boats in them. Number C, rivers that make people cry out. Make people cry out. Number D, rivers that have a strong banks. So dear learners, here there are 4 answers of the questions. We have to find out the best answer from the alternatives. So I think rivers that have huge volumes of water and very strong currents is the right answer of the question. Thus you can find here 4 questions. So it is the way you can find out the answer. Number 2 is landed property. A rented piece of land, a piece of land on the bank of a river, property in the form of a source of income to its owner, property used only as an agricultural farm. So here you can find the right answer, that is maybe property in the form of a source of income to its owner. It's the right answer. Whispering wind. Whispering wind means wind that blows from across the river, wind that blows with a hissing sound, wind that helps someone make a fire, wind that blows in summer. So what do you mean by whispering word? That means whispering winds means wind that blows from across the river. Okay. So that's why you can find the right answer of the question from the alternatives. So dear learners, now I am going to the section C. Now I am going to section C. In section C, you can find some question. Actually, here ask and answer the following questions in pairs. What does Meherjan use to make fire for cooking her meals? Number 1. What does Meherjan use to make fire for cooking her meals. Number B, what property did Meherjan lose due to river erosion? Dear learners, in a similar way, the question number C is that what do you know about Meherjan family? Dear learners, number D, in which season is river erosion most likely to occur? I am erasing the first one. Now I will write the number E. Why is the phrase greedy Zomuna used to describe the river? Dear learners, that's your your work. You have to complete the question from after reading the phrases. If you read the phrases carefully, that time it will be easier to you to write down the answer on your answer script, and you also show me it in later. So now I am going to section D. Dear learners, now I will erase the board. Section D. In section D, we will find a fill in the gaps. Here at the page number 58, English for today for the student of class 9, you can find at the page number 58, section D, complete the summary of the Meherjan's life with words or phrase from the box. Here is a box. You can find here is a box, and above the box we find a fill in the blanks, and here the box, and here some words are designed to fill the passage. So this is your home task, and in your assignment you have to do this work. That means your fourth assignment on English, you have to do the homework of these phrases. That means you have to fill the gap in the phrases. Dear learners, in answer script of any examination, we write only the answer of the phrases, but here you have to write the full phrases. You have to write the full phrases first to last and fill the sentence, fill the phrases accurately. I am showing here how can you write the phrases. Suppose here is written Meherjan. Meherjan is a typical dash woman who lives in a slum. So what the word, which words you can use here? Here there are so much word: victims, affects, close to, slum dweller, homeless, threats, example, due to shortage of food, 1 lakh. So I can write here homeless. Such way you have to complete the phrases. I also write another sentence for your kind consideration. She lost her shelter and poverty dash the erosion of the river Jamuna. Dear learners, so what type of words we can use here, or which words we can use here? She lost her shelter and properties dash the erosion of the river Jamuna. So I can write here due to the erosion of the river Jamuna. Dear learners, I think you are clear about how can you solve solve this problem, and thus you have to find that 10 sentence actually here, 10 fill in the gaps, and you have to complete the phrases to filling the gaps, and you have to use the right word here and accurate word. If you choose any false word, that time it will be bad for you, and you cannot get good figure in your exam or in your assignment. So dear learners, that's for the today. I think you are well enough understand how can you fill up the phrases, and how can you write the assignment in your answer script or your papers. So dear learners, I hope you will be stay home and stay safe. To hope this, that's enough, and thank you for staying with me. Thank you everybody. Allah Hafiz.